In my mind, it's kind of if you enter a car dealership and they tell you you can have any car you want, as many as you want, anything you want, and you say, okay, I'll take this one, and then you leave and you never come back. Why would you do it? What's up, traders? Welcome back to Hong Kong. Today I want to share with you some of my thoughts about trading as your single income, and it will make this very clear. I have strong opinion on this. If it's not for you, then fine. But I've seen what works and what doesn't, and I want to make sure that you succeed, you get the best chances of seeing financial freedom in your life and things that you want to have in your life. So if you feel angry because of this video and everything, then cannot do anything for it. But I'll share my views, you can have your different opinions, and we'll just rock with that. So recently I saw this tweet on Twitter from a trader I know, and I kind of found this funny. I want to share my thoughts on why I think you should not have only one income in life. And now you might be asking, how many should you have? And the answer is as many as you can. The answer is simple, because the more money you have coming in, the better your lifestyle. And I think that's just given. Like, I won't explain that. I think that's a simple fact. But I want to share with you some tips on why I think you should not go with only one income as your trading income. In my mind, it's kind of if you enter a car dealership and they tell you you can have any car you want, as many as you want, anything you want, and you say, okay, I'll take this one, and then you leave and you never come back. Why would you do it? Why would you not kind of go as far as you can? Like, we as human beings have the chance to kind of grow a lot, and we're not like trees. They grow until they reach the highest height that they can be. But we as humans, we get the choice to pick. Do we want to grow that tall or just like that tall and like be small? And you decide. Now, if you want to decide to stay small and you say, I like to be small, it's fine for you. But if you want to be bigger and grow taller, which means achieving more income, more growth, more success, then go with multiple streams of income. Make it work and make your life work. I've always believed in the fact that seeing yourself as only a forex trader, or only a trader, only a whatever, futures trader, only a day trader, only a swing trader is very limiting, because you push a lot of opportunities you could have in life and there's no point. You might as well see yourself as a world-class person, and that's going to mean that you're going to work on things to grow your income as big as you can and achieve the lifestyle that you really want to have. Now, there are a few reasons, and I kind of want to expand on that, why I think that you are better with getting multiple streams of income. And the first one is that you won't stress that much at the end of the month. Now, I can have like a bad month in trading for myself, and I'll be like, that's fine, that's a bad month. I'll find a way to improve, but I won't like try to go on the street and get money. I'll be fine. And that's a skill that you should have also. You should be able to kind of detach yourself from the outcome, go with whatever happens. Just be sure that you show up at your best, of course. But beyond that, you can't really control anything else. So why trying to control things when you can't? And when you should just be focused on you doing your best and achieving the best result that you can. So that's kind of my thought. And the other thing is, you might tell yourself, well, I want to make a living trading and achieving my best life and have freedom, but I don't really want to kind of have to find capital or trade for other people. And these traders trading for other people, they make huge money sometimes. They might be doing only that or multiple things, and that's based on what they prefer. But usually that's going to require you to start the fund and get outside capital. Now, you could like it, you could do it, but if you don't want to do it, then building your streams of income over time and make sure you have the most you can have in life, it's your best bet. It's going to be the easiest way to do it without kind of setting up a hedge fund and doing all the stuff that's required with the hedge fund. If you want to do it this way, then that's what I recommend. That's kind of how I've been seeing the most fulfillment for myself and how I proceed over time of building multiple ways to make money. Maybe even later start a hedge fund. Who knows? Who knows what I'll be working on and what I want to achieve later. But at this point, I still prefer income streams outside of trading because they provide more diversity, better security, and just a better feeling for myself that I make a difference, I contribute to other people in life, and that is an awesome feeling to have. Now, you might not feel the same way, and that's fine, but from what I've seen for myself, I understood that I needed to help people. I needed to kind of be having a business on the side to kind of stay fulfilled and sharp, as opposed to only trading algos and just trading, that's it. So that's the path I've taken. But you could take whatever path you want. And you create your story, of course, as always. You're the one responsible to create your story, to go forward, take the steps you want to take. Not ever the steps society tells you to take, but the steps you want to take. You should be working every single day in your life on your own term, not everybody else's term. People say, well, get a job, do this, do that. You cannot trade and teach, or you cannot do this and that. Who are these people to tell you? You should be doing exactly what you want to do on your own term, and then you don't care at all what people think after that. Okay, that's like your call. You run your life, and then you get fulfilled. And that's kind of my thought. Now, one last point that I think must be made is the fact that, I don't know for you, but for me there are things that I like to do sometime, and then I feel like I don't want to do them at some point, and then I feel like I want to do them after later too. So it could be the same thing happening with you. So you might want to work on something now, you might not want to work on it like 5 months from down the road, and you might want to go back after later to it, and that's fine. You get this freedom of choice when you have multiple ways to make money. If you have only one, then you have to do it all the time. It feels like a job and you're stuck in it. But if you took the time to build streams of income now, today, working on things now that will produce income later by themselves, which is what passive income is about, then you get that possibility to choose what you want to work on, what you feel like you want to spend your time on today. And you might even say like, oh, I'm going to stop trading for a month, focus on that business, build that thing up, and then I'll be going back to trading later. And if that's your choice, then do it. But if you only have one way to make money, only trading, then you won't be able to do it. And you might be stuck and frustrated because you have to do 2 things at the same time, and you cannot focus your time on the one thing. Okay, so that's why I see it doesn't really make sense. And I've made this decision kind of like a few years back of only surrounding myself with people that have the same goals that I have, do the same things that I do. And I might be kind of talking with traders that only have one way to make money, but I understand that I cannot take advice from them. I can learn a bit from them, but I cannot take advice from them. Because I should be taking advice right now only with the people that do what I want to do, which is multiple streams of income, and trading included. And those are the people that I look up to, I spend most of my time with, and that's just my choice, and I feel better this way. Like, don't surround yourself with people that tell you, oh, you should only trade, you should only do this. Like, don't do that, because if you teach people, you're set out. Or if you do this and you have a business with trading, you're a stupid guy. Don't surround yourself with those people, because that's their vision of the world. They're limiting themselves, and they won't be achieving anything big in the future, that's for sure, unless they change their mindset. And you don't want to be limited by those people ever. Like, think about being like a tree. The tree's not going to see other trees on the side and, oh, this one says I should grow this big, this one says I should grow this big, so I'm going to just grow this big and respect them. No, like, the tree doesn't care, and you should think about the same. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment. As always, I want to hear your thoughts below. Here are a few comments for the past video. I appreciate you guys always for leaving comments down below in the comment section. If I can do anything to help you, comment below, let me know as well. Subscribe if it's not done yet, and I'll be catching you back here in Hong Kong for another video tomorrow. Ciao.